What's going on, world? Welcome to the third episode of the Bet On Us podcast. I am 1K Watts.
And I'm Mike.
And we are a bit broker than we were last week.
Yep. Lost some more bets.
Once again, yeah. I'm happy to say this is the third episode. Like, we've gotten this far, which I think is an accomplishment in itself. We've upgraded studio lights. We're growing by the day. Which,
I mean, just starting to record's the toughest part about starting a podcast, right? Because that's something that can stay in the idea phase forever, but actually getting in front of the camera and putting together content is the hardest part, in my opinion.
That's why I think we kind of wanted to wait to football season. But it's like, bro, let's just do the shit. And then by football season, maybe we got some build up. Maybe we got some growth.
Fact.
And it's full force.
And listen, if we could do this shit right now, when there's not a lot to talk about football-wise, then it's going to be easy.
Yeah,
Thankfully, we got a bunch of shit to talk about with franchise tag. The franchise tag deadline was yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of movement there.
A lot of movement all over the league. And we had the combine. We got UFC fights. We got basketball. I mean, it's a good time to be alive.
Yeah, we got to get some good shit to talk about for sure.
Imagine this is 1884. We got nothing. What are we going to talk about? Some handball shit? You know, we're cooking with sports all over the world.
Yeah, and what are you publishing that shit in anyways?
See, I'm not.
Washington Post, New York Times.
Someone's writing about it. Yeah. I didn't think about the logistics, but yeah.
So talking about the Washington Post, right?
Uh-huh.
Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post.
Yep.
Dan Snyder's being forced to sell the Washington Commanders, or not really being forced to sell, but he has to at least entertain selling it. And Jeff Bezos is apparently the highest bidder to the Washington Commanders right now. But Dan Snyder's holding some bitter grudge against Bezos because of some article that was in the Washington Post.
Yeah, I read that.
If you're a Commanders fan right now or a Commies fan, like, it's a tough time to be a Commanders fan. They got fucking scandal after scandal. Dan Snyder supposedly took a $55 million loan, some fraudulent loan out in the Redskins, or not the Redskins, the Washington football team. The Foreskins.
Yeah. Okay, but give me a time when it was ever a good time to be a Commanders fan.
That's fair.
Okay, 99, when they win the Super Bowl in 99, or was it before that?
I don't even know.
What was it? Doug Williams was the quarterback or some shit. The first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl was Commanders quarterback.
No shit.
But yeah, I don't know if it's ever been a good time to be a Commanders fan. It's been decades since I've seen them be good.
Yeah.
You know, and wouldn't you want to sell the Commanders? Like, why do you want your name attached to that team? Their stadium's ass. Do you remember the stadium breaking on Jalen Hurts?
Oh,
People fell off the railing?
Yeah, I do remember that. Is it worse, though, being a Commanders fan being associated with Dan Snyder, or being Dan Snyder being associated with the Redskins? God damn it, you can't call them the Redskins anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tough pill to swallow either way.
I just see no hope for Redskins fans. I'll call them the Redskins.
Who's going to be their quarterback next year? Fucking Heineke?
Heineke or... Yeah, I don't... They have, what's his name, too. But I think, to be honest, for the best of Wentz's career, get out of there. You know, go be a backup somewhere else. Who knows what happens.
Well, Wentz got released already, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that was the best thing that could happen for his career.
For sure.
I think maybe he becomes a backup somewhere where there's a good quarterback. A lot of injuries happen throughout the football year. You can redeem your name picking up the ball if somebody gets hurt.
That's got to be such an ego thing, though, too. Like, being this highly regarded quarterback, like, he was supposed to be the next guy.
Okay. Yeah, well, he was
from his perspective, like, he's not going to be happy going and being a backup somewhere.
Exactly. He was the guy in his own brain for a few years, right? He was never worth the $38 million that he got paid by Philadelphia.
Fact.
He had one good year. And the fact of the matter is he was really a solid quarterback, but I think the injuries kind of gave him some PTSD. Like, okay.
Dude, that man rolled both his ankles in the same game last year. The injury report was 2 rolled ankles.
Okay.
How do you do that shit?
So let's say we take away the torn ACL against the Rams in 2017, right? Fine, you bounce back. But then you have a concussion against the Seahawks in the playoffs. I think the concussion fucked with him.
Well, yeah.
I think that really just sat in his head about things he wants to do versus the injury, you know? Because before the concussion, he was moving around playing like old Wentz. After the concussion, I don't see him moving around the pocket as much. I don't see him leaving the pocket.
Well, a bad concussion can change you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So if you get rocked a certain way and your headspace isn't right for weeks afterwards, of course your next game back, you're going to be a little bit leery about the way you move and all that kind of shit.
Bro, take a hit from behind of Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah. That's not something I would love to do.
No, I would die.
Yeah.
Be carried off the field in the fucking body bag.
Yeah, hopefully, besides all the antics, the Commanders look like they had an uptick at the end of the year last year. They didn't look bad last year. They beat the Eagles. Heineke looked serviceable. Their defense is good. They got a good running back. He got shot last year and came back and still had a great year.
Oh, yeah. What's their...
They got Scary Terry.
So, yeah, imagine being him, though. Being stuck in that dysfunctional franchise. Because he's a talent.
Yeah. He's really...
As far as young wide receivers?
Yeah. I feel bad for wide receivers that don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Devontae Adams right now. His career is kind of up in the air based off quarterback situation.
Yeah. So is Tom Brady going to come out of retirement and play for the Raiders, the 49ers?
Or the Dolphins?
Do stand-up comedy.
Okay, I'm glad we're touching on that.
Shit now.
What are his jokes, right? Is it, I kissed my son with my tongue? Come here, kiss me before fantasy football, Yeah, I don't know, dude. I would love to see him smoking a cigarette, drinking on stage. Just not give him and Dave Chappelle.
See him live and uncut, live and uncircumcised.
Just not giving a shit about anything.
We're at a weird time. Like, I feel like us growing up, we're watching that era of quarterback
leave.
Yeah. Who's left? Aaron Rodgers,
Russell Wilson, maybe.
Russell Wilson's old ass. He's washed as fuck as it is. But
the sad part is those quarterbacks don't even have respect anymore.
No.
Would you rather be in the league, leave the league with respect, or leave being forced out?
Yeah. The last hope that we really have right now with that generation of quarterbacks is Aaron Rodgers.
But bro, the Packers don't even want to. He's
not playing on the Packers next year.
Yeah.
I think he's going to retire. However, the Jets. I think it's the Jets or retirement, because the Jets just sent out. He's here in California right now, so they sent out a bunch of executives.
Agents,
Nathaniel Hackett was part of that group, and he was the offensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, on the Packers when he was there.
Yeah.
So they just went and met with him earlier this week, I think on Tuesday. So if he goes, I think it's Jets or retirement. I don't think he's playing for the Packers again next year.
Also, a lot of Jets players are on Twitter trying to recruit him. Sauce Gardner's tweeting. They're all tweeting at him. Hey,
yeah, Garrett Wilson, who's a dog.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think Sauce Gardner said, "Hey, I'll throw away that Packers hat that I had, the cheese hat. I'll toss it away. I'll be your biggest fan." You know. So we'll see. I think Aaron Rodgers would look good in that color green. Let's change it up. Let's get you in a nice green.
So if he goes to New York's such a big market. It's one of the few markets that's comparable to like LA, right?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be the biggest star over there. Because who do the Knicks have? Julius Randle?
Maybe Julius
Randle.
Yeah. Oh, you got Brunson.
Brunson's nice though too. But then you have on the fucking Nets, their stars just left.
All of them left.
If Aaron Rodgers
Daniel Jones.
Exactly. No, dude. If Aaron Rodgers goes to New York, he's going to be the biggest star athlete-wise. The only competition he's going to have is Aaron Judge with the Yankees.
Yeah. I don't even know.
There'll be two Aarons running New York.
I don't even know if that's something you think about, to be honest. He's a superstar in Green Bay, even though it's not the same market.
That's fair, though. But when you're a superstar, there's got to be a little bit of ego.
Yeah, of course.
Of course you want to be the biggest fucking star in the biggest market.
But if there's some ego, don't you kind of like having your own little world in Green Bay and going to other cities like Chicago and being like, hold my nuts, I own your franchise?
Is it that nice being in Green Bay when it's fucking freezing?
Yeah.
Like you're shivering your ass off all winter?
You got a point. But it's like, I would fall in love with having a home. Like, it might not be the prettiest place, but this is my place.
That's true.
I own this
At least I'm beloved here.
Yeah, I own this bitch.
Talking about New York teams, the Giants just gave Daniel Jones, bum ass, a 4-year, $160 million contract.
Just re-sign Eli, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's absurd amount of money.
Did they sign him just for the sake? Like, all right, quarterbacks' salaries are going up every year, right? Did they sign him just so they could use the franchise on Saquon?
Saquon, yeah. I don't know. Do you want to be stuck with Daniel Jones for 4 years? I think last year was fluky. Like, bro,
he went through. How many touchdowns did he throw?
He had a decent amount. I think it was like 15-6.
15
touchdowns. 15 touchdowns
in a 17-game season
to 6 interceptions. I know those aren't great numbers, but look at their schedule too. They had maybe, I think, the third easiest schedule.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fluke year. The NFC East has a fucked schedule next year. The Eagles play like the Bills, the 49ers, every hard team, the Dolphins, every hard team in the league, the Eagles play. So that means the Cowboys play them.
Yeah.
Giants play them. So we'll see what the East is made of next year. I think the Eagles open with the Chiefs next year.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. So, I'm super excited for the Chargers season. So we just hired Kellen Moore.
Yep.
I'm still on the fence about Staley. I don't know how to feel about him.
Should have fired him.
Yeah.
He should have been that guy.
But we got Kellen Moore, who I think is a offensive
guru. Look, I have my own hatred towards him because I'm biased, obviously.
Right, so you're an Eagles fan, though, right?
Yeah.
Fucking McCarthy had the audacity to come out and talk shit about Kellen Moore. Like, he's like, oh, he wanted to air out the ball too much. He wanted to throw the ball too much. First off, Chargers fans love that shit. We got Justin Herbert. Yeah. And what the fuck do you think's going to happen when you got Zeke's old ass?
And Tony Pollard, too.
Tony Pollard's nice,
Tony
though.
Pollard's fine.
So that's a completely different conversation, though, right? Because what are the Cowboys going to do? Because they just tagged Pollard.
Yeah.
So they're going to pay him, what, $10 million in change next year? And $16 million to Zeke. So you got $27 million tied up in fucking running backs.
This is Zeke's last year there.
It's got to be.
This got to be his last push. Because
he's a short down back now.
Yeah. I mean, there's no upside. He's just eating up cap space at this point.
A lot.
You're not getting any younger. Your knees are fucked. You're tired, you know?
And listen, I want everybody to get paid and everybody to make money, but I can understand from an owner's perspective why they wouldn't pay a running back.
Yeah, that's a short shelf life.
Yeah.
Like, you're our guy for 3 years. That's, you know.
I mean, the average career in the NFL is like 3.5 years anyways. What is it for a running back?
Fuck.
Oh, the Titans are going to be complete garbage next year because Tannehill's already gone.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry's about to go to probably the Bills.
No, that's a crazy guess. Either the Bills. I see Philadelphia in that talk.
Oh, shut up.
Bro, I have literally seen the Eagles in that talk. You've not seen it?
No, not at all.
Okay. We're going to have to do some Googles.
I've not seen one article.
I've seen Eagles in that talk. I've seen, I saw a couple people that could use Derrick Henry. You know?
There's a lot of teams that could use Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most teams in the league.
You're going to tell me behind Jalen Hurts and that RPO is just not looking nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nasty.
Yeah,
and behind that O-line.
So why would they be looking at Derrick Henry, though? Is that because Miles Sanders?
Getting rid of Miles Sanders, and we're not paying Boston Scott. So it's gonna become Kenny Gainwell and a number one.
Yeah.
Kenneth Gainwell is not a number one. I mean, he's good. He gets north-south really quick.
Right.
But he's just not that guy yet. I think he's 2 years in the league.
Yeah, he's young.
I think we're going to have a major RB1 come in. And the Eagles haven't talked about anything either. Howie has not said anything. Nothing's came out about.
You guys have been pretty quiet.
No franchise tags. We don't like franchise tagging people. But it's been really quiet, and I think something's about to hit.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting over the next week because March 15th is the why am I blanking right now? It's the fucking every team has to be below the cap
by March 15th.
By March 15th, which I think is next Wednesday or Thursday. So over the next week,
there's
going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of people getting cut, a lot of people getting released. Like, it's going to be an interesting week.
Yeah,
for off-season football right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where Lamar goes. I think Lamar finds a deal somewhere else. I think the problem is a lot of teams don't want to do the legwork of saying, hey, we'll give you this much money, and the Ravens just beating it by a little bit.
So that's an interesting, since you bring that up. So the Ravens just signed Lamar Jackson to the franchise tag. So there's two different franchise tags.
Yeah.
They could have given him a exclusive franchise tag, which would have meant $45 million, but nobody can negotiate with him.
Yeah.
Nobody could talk to him. But they signed him to a non-exclusive tag, which is $32 million and some change. So he's open to negotiating with other teams.
Yeah.
So if another team comes in and offers him this crazy guaranteed contract, the Ravens have the opportunity to
match or beat.
Match it.
Yeah.
Or let him go to the other team and they get 2 first-round picks as compensation.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that, though, is everybody thought it looked like the Falcons were going to be the front runners. everybody there was all these rumors about Lamar Jackson going to different teams. Yeah. Every team that was in those rumors, as soon as that tag was signed, came out and said they're not interested anymore.
I heard the Raiders might be the front runners.
Right.
Yeah.
So Raiders would be interesting.
What a squad that would be.
I don't want that. I'm a Chargers fan. We already got to deal with fucking
the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Is that a tactic by the other teams, though?
Of course.
You want to drive down value and give up as little as possible.
They're not going to be talking anything positive.
Yeah.
You know?
Or is that because now that there's also the rumors of collusion against Lamar Jackson? And I heard some like a little bit of racy opinions on that shit because he's a black quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or is it simply because we saw Deshaun Watson get paid $230 million guaranteed, and he hasn't
for nothing.
And he's probably not going to be that great.
No.
I'm not that confident in Deshaun, right? And then you had Russell Wilson, who's clearly, I mean, in my opinion, washed.
Over the hill, yeah.
We'll see how he does with Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And then Kyler Murray. Those are the three guys that have gotten crazy guaranteed contracts. Is that owners just saying, you know what? Because it's been reported that Lamar wants $200 million guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Is all these teams coming out and saying no? Is that just owners standing up against quarterbacks wanting crazy guaranteed money?
Because when does that stop? You know, when does this, hey, quarterbacks, you're getting paid enough. When does that stop? Is there ever going to be a time where you're like, okay, this is the best quarterback ever. This is what he gets paid. You're not better than him.
Right.
You're not going to be making more than that.
Versus right now, the bar has been set by three mediocre. I mean, first it was Dak that set that bar, and then it was fucking
Carson Wentz hit 38.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, why did we pay you $38 million?
For sure.
And then Deshaun, and it's just not stopping.
I think what we're seeing is a correction in the market. It's a pendulum swing, right? So it's always swings back in the extreme on the other side. So we saw a few quarterbacks get paid stupid money that they're probably not deserving of. And now you're seeing owners be so hesitant to pay quarterbacks guaranteed money because they've seen these three guys flop.
Yeah.
So now it's going to correct the other way to where owners are playing hardball.
Yeah.
And then it's probably going to result in, I don't know, quarterbacks sitting out a year.
I think that's what Jerry Jones saw in Zeke and Dak. I think he would have been best off if he ended up not paying them instead of being a bitch and like, okay, I'll give you this money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Where he was right, but in the moment years ago, you don't know how that's going to play out.
Right.
Know? But I think it's now coming to fruition that Dak is not who we thought he was. He was great in 2016, good in 2017, 18, 19, gets hurt a couple times, and now it's like, you're almost mediocre.
Bro, I'm on that Kellen Moore hype train, though. Let's see how trash the Cowboys are with what Mike McCarthy's going to call plays now.
Is he? That's what they're doing?
Drop the mic, Mike McCarthy. Pussy.
I can't wait to see the Cowboys just implode.
Yeah, dude.
I cannot stand. I probably hate the fans more than I even hate the team itself.
I'm a Cowboys hater by default, but Eagles fans, you guys are the fucking scum of the earth. There's not a whole lot of fans that are... Raiders fans are better than Eagles fans.
We're doing this?
Yes.
Because, look, you could, if you're on our side, you think we're the best fans of all time.
Yeah.
We give a shit. We're going nuts. We're climbing poles. We're eating horse shit. We're having a great time. You guys are the ones that can't join the party.
You can't talk shit about Chargers fans because there's none. Like, I'm one of the only Chargers fans I know. It's tough out here.
To be fair, not including you, I know some weird Charger fans. It just seems to be like the skeevy guys.
Who?
I'm not name dropping. I got another buddy who's a Chargers fan.
Start roasting a bunch of people from high school. Him.
I got another
bodies.
I got another buddy who's a Chargers fan. I'm not talking about him either. But I'm just saying, it just seems to be like the guys in the shadows. You know? Just the skeevy guys.
It's a Chargers fan, and I say, fuck you.
I'm a fan of you guys. I like watching you guys play, even though sometimes it's changing with Justin Herbert, but there are times where I feel like it's very cut and dry. I think that's just your running back just seems like a cut and dry running back. It's not flashy like we've talked about before. He just does the job, you know.
He's averaged down here to 20 all-purpose touchdowns from scrimmage, right?
Hell of
the
a
past
guy.
3 seasons.
Yeah, I agree.
He's one of those sleeper running backs that for whatever reason
I don't think he's
props.
I don't think he's a sleeper. I think he's that guy. I guarantee you he goes top 2 next year, top 3 in the fantasy draft. I know some jackasses that picked up Jonathan Taylor first in the. I'm just playing with you.
That's a tough one.
Sean texted me too, and he was like, "Hey, pick up Justin Jefferson. I'll get Jonathan Taylor." I was like, "Okay, fine." Yeah. Help me out. I had a great year.
Ooh, so Josh Jacobs though, he's got to be on a lot of people's number one. Josh Jacobs is a dog. And with the Raiders' future, their offensive scheme in limbo, who knows who their fucking quarterback's going to be? You'd assume that Josh Jacobs is going to have a heavy workload.
Of the load. Yeah, he did last year. Yeah. I feel like if I started him every game, and every game he just fucking nonstop rushing attempts. I feel like he's very unhappy there too.
I'd be unhappy being a fucking Raiders fan too, or Raiders player. Jesus.
I mean, you're in Vegas having a good time. I'm actually a big fan of Max Crosby. You know, I've watched a couple podcasts he's done recently. He just seems like a hell of a guy. I'd like to hoop with him.
So, Garner Johnson, they're not tagging him, right? How do you feel about that? He's gone. He's not coming back.
I had myself a crying session last night. I had to get out. Jerked off my tears. I had to get the demons out. You know, I was very upset.
Gotta feed them geese.
Because I wanted Howie or the Eagles to place that franchise tag around 4, but the Eagles just don't like doing that. And he's trying to get $14.5 million right now.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Which it hurts, dude. We're paying Slay so much. You know, we're paying so many people a lot. Jalen Hurts about to get a big contract.
A tight budget next year.
It's gonna hurt. I mean, even fucking AJ Brown's getting $25 million a year.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's a tough one.
Yeah, I love him though. I wish him the best. He's a dog. One of my favorite players at safety that I've seen since Brian Dawkins.
He's nice.
I loved his energy. He just doesn't give a shit. He lays that.
Dawkins comparison is
no. No, I didn't compare him.
Praise.
I didn't compare him. I just said that he's been my favorite safety to watch since Brian Dawkins.
Okay, fair enough. I was a little bit.
You got nuts.
I was taken back there.
I'll take your back. Look. But yeah, I hope him well. I think the Browns are looking at him. Like, okay, if you want your career to die, go to Cleveland, dude.
Yeah.
Like, nothing happens there. But also, if you're a player, weigh these options. Would you rather take money and go to a non-contender? Or would you rather settle on some decent amount and play with some Super Bowl contenders? Because do players get remembered for the amount of money they make, or do they get remembered on the Super Bowls they won?
That's fair, but we got to assume most of these guys are about that money.
Yeah, you got to think about.
Do I care about legacy or my family's fucking generational wealth more?
But that's
a hard decision to make. I'm taking the bag.
You're right. I'm not. For some reason, I'm not. I think it's like Kobe and LeBron would have played for free. I think it's why are you playing if you don't love this shit? You know, I think money has gotten so big in sports that's all that matters. But it's like, bro, you're getting paid to do what you love. Right. You're telling me you can't survive on a couple million?
Right.
You know?
That's fair.
But that's just something that's just an idea.
Yeah.
I could get fucking toasted in the comments right now. And I hate
everybody's trying to get paid.
I hate that I'm dying on that hill, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's your sticking to your guns on that shit.
Yeah.
Talking about sticking to your guns in this movie. Joe Mixon.
That was a hell of a transition.
That was bad. I feel bad for that.
I mean, fuck, dude.
Allegedly,
yes.
So there was a kid with a Nerf gun or some shit like that, right?
Couple kids or something, yeah.
Couple kids playing with some Nerf guns
yeah.
in the neighborhood. Joe Mixon sees it and damn near empties the clip. 11 shots fired, right?
Allegedly. I heard a video where it's do.
Yeah.
Like let off. Yeah. I don't think anybody knows enough yet about the situation. Like there's rumblings about what happened, but there hasn't been clear stated evidence.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak on it confidently.
First off, that poor kid's families in our thoughts and prayers for sure.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not letting my kid out in the front yard with a toy gun, even though it is a Nerf gun. I understand, but you got to think about. You have to be wary of situations, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to blame the victim in that shit. And you don't know what the
of course.
is, you don't know the details of it.
Do we put the blame on Joe? Because it's like
11 shots is a lot of bullets, dude.
Yeah, why are we tripping on kids right now? How old are these kids? Do we know?
I have no idea.
Okay. I guess there's a lot of intangibles that I'm not sure.
Yeah, so like if it's a bunch of 17-year-old kids and you see something that looks like a gun, maybe the reaction is a little bit different. But if it's like a bunch of
8-year-olds, then yeah. See, that's also my thing. It's like, and also, was the gun being waved in Joe's direction? Could he have just called the cops and now maybe we have a situation where this gets handled by somebody of the law?
Right. And then you would think too, like if you're about to start letting off shots at somebody, you're screaming at them, right? Stop. It's not
exactly.
You don't see some kids playing across the street and just start dumping on him.
Or if you're Joe Mixon, you obviously have other people around. Do you let them handle the situation? Hey, I'm a $1 million athlete. I'm going to protect my bag and go inside, handle the situation, call the police.
Right.
I feel like you could have gone about this. I mean, in the moment, things are different. But sometimes I feel like people busting a gun just to bust a gun.
His better judgment was probably not there with him, right? Like it's a sad situation. Because as fans, I think we get a little bit. If you're not a football fan, you hear about some athlete shooting at some kids, like fuck him, crucify him, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But as a football fan, we want to assume the best in people,
and of course,
and assume that it was something halfway justified.
And the media is gonna spin things based on people's race. And, you're telling me Tom Brady didn't do this, it would be Tom probably had a reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're lucky Tom didn't kiss him on the mouth.
Yeah. He's like, come here, son.
So, I don't know. I'm telling you, though, if this was John Morant in Joe Mixon's situation, he letting that thing off.
John Morant also just punched a kid in the face, though, and pretty much got away with it.
Yeah.
But I guess the kid was like, it was some fucking...
But, he probably had a reasoning to do that. But I think things are finally piling on Ja to be like, why am I doing this? Why do I have a gun on Instagram to my head?
What am I trying to prove to people? So it was up in the air about how long he was going to get suspended, right? So Ja Morant got suspended for 2 games by the Grizzlies. And there was like an internal investigation because the whole issue with the gun being flashed on social media wasn't the issue that he flashed a gun. It was the issue of the NBA not knowing where the gun came from, because you can't bring guns into like the whole Gilbert Arenas, right? Like that whole shit becoming like you can't bring guns into locker rooms on a team flights. Flights are federally chartered. It's different.
Yeah.
So there was an article that I read earlier today, just stating that there's not being any charges pressed against him because they can't prove,
of course,
where the gun came from.
And what he hasn't done anything,
Yeah, exactly. So I think John Morant might skate through this without a lot of consequences. Man might need to get his shit together, though.
Do you put this on the culture? I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of John Morant's how old?
20, 21.
What were we doing? And then a lot of these players and people are hanging out with a dumb amount of money with like rappers and trying to be rappers are like the epitome of society right now.
That's fair.
Everybody wants to be a rapper. Everyone wants to talk about guns, drugs. And I mean, at what point do you stop idolizing stuff and just realize, hey, I am $1 million man. I need to make smart decisions and protect myself and my family by not making dumb decisions and putting myself in these situations that are going to mess up my funds.
That's fair. We also got to think about all the dumb decisions that we made in 2021, 22, being broke. Like, imagine you got a fucking $100 million contract. That's stupid shit you're going to do. So I'm not trying to just excuse him from being stupid, but like, dude, you got to give the kid... Maybe he's just a young man who's immature and not making the best decisions.
He's 23.
Yeah, 23-year-old dude.
And I mean, bro, and you're telling me you fucking windmill dunk on someone, you're not gonna go home and hold your nuts? Like, I'm him.
Yeah.
I'm him. Where's my gun?
Fuck yeah. AD went off last night, though. 30 points, 22 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Lakers have now moved up into 9th in the West.
Yeah. Which is, I'm so happy.
We're about to get, the roller coaster of emotions. The hard thing about AD is, listen, the next time the fucking Lakers play, AD is going to put up 12 and 6.
Yeah, talk that.
Yeah, it's gonna piss me off. He's like, dude, no, so his last 3 games been 30+ points.
Yes.
And this man's gonna take a fucking night off.
He's only going 12-6 if you bet on the over.
Yeah. See, I don't. Yeah, you can't put the Lakers in that shit. I'm not trying to lose money.
Also,
street clothes.
Mr. Glass.
Anthony Davis street clothes.
Yeah. What are we doing in the playoffs? Are we beating anybody in the playoffs?
If LeBron's healthy, but then we don't know what his situation's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, 80. Great, you had a great night, but I want to see consistency.
Yeah,
I want to see this 100%. Every night, and I feel like he's only having good games because we've said he's been playing like shit on this podcast. I bet he's the one listener we got, and he's like, I got him.
He got the burner account. Fuck these guys.
So,
Pau Gasol's jersey was retired.
Happy to see it, dude. Yeah. I grew up watching Kobe, Pau, Derek Fisher. That 2008 to 2010 team was so beautiful to watch.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine if we beat the Celtics in 2008. That would have been another three-peat.
Pau played such a big role. I mean, because let's think about post-Shaq, pre-Pau. The Lakers, it was a weird time being a Lakers fan.
Lost to the Pistons.
Lost a lot. A lot of uncertainty. Pau was kind of that glue that held that team together for sure.
The league was really changing around that time. The Heat had Shaq and D Wade, and then LeBron was kind of running shit now. He's coming into his own in Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know, a lot was changing between 2005 and 2008. I feel like that Celtics and Lakers rivalry was the greatest thing we've seen since the 80s Bird versus Magic.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
So I enjoyed being a kid and being like, this is my own Celtics-Lakers rivalry. Kevin Garnett versus Pau Gasol and Rajon Rondo. I fucking used to hate Rajon Rondo, dude. Paul Pierce shitting himself on the court.
Oh, yeah, getting wheeled off in a wheelchair. Coming out with new shorts on.
You know, I heard a story.
Got the little doo-doo streak.
I heard a story, which is probably old news to everyone else, but early in his career, he got stabbed in the back like 11 times or some shit. Nuts.
Yeah, I did hear about that as well. That's crazy.
I didn't know Boston was like that.
Paul Pierce, that dog.
But yeah, it was a great time in basketball. So I'm happy for Pau. I'm happy that he obviously, of course, is going to pay respect to Kobe.
Right.
But I think Pau's doing a lot more that he doesn't need to do. He's hanging out with the family all the time. He's with Vanessa. He's paying respects. I think he's doing what he thinks Kobe would do for his family.
Right.
Which is sick.
It's so sad, dude. That's still such a sad situation thinking about it.
We were together the day we found out Kobe died.
Yeah.
We were driving
back from LA.
Back from LA.
Just past the Griffith Observatory.
And I said it. I was on my phone.
And I was like, no way.
I was like, Kobe just died. And you were like, what? I don't think it was weird.
Yeah. And then the drive was quiet.
Yeah.
No music. Just dead silent. That's sad, man.
It was a good change of pace because the night before, you farted in the hotel room, and I was hiding in the closet to try to get away.
You out.
The second time you did that in Manhattan, in New York, you shit yourself.
Hey, that was a long time ago, all right?
Bro,
hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Like, listen,
you didn't even go. You just farted.
All right. You gotta do what you gotta do, like Jackson Mahomes forcing himself on some female bar owner. And I thought he was gay.
No, that was hard.
I thought he was gay.
Your transition game today is nuts.
On point.
Nuts.
I might have had 2.5 beers before we started, but listen, I thought he was gay. He's forcibly kissing some.
Is that your way to be like, no, there's no closet, I'm straight, and then just kissing some just kissing some I don't know. She couldn't. What was she supposed to do in that situation?
I don't know.
And I mean, fuck, I don't want to say things.
It looked like she kissed him back.
It looks like she didn't mind, right? She was like laughing and giggling. But see, I don't also want to sound like a misogynistic or, you know.
Piece of shit.
I am.
But what do you say walking up? Hey.
In his short shorts, bro, I was behind him at the Super Bowl experience in Arizona. The shortest Mance is like 6'4".
Right.
Tall. I was like, oh shit, this man's tall. His shorts are like this big, bro. I was like, what the fuck
His nuts are 3 inches away from hanging out at the bottom of the
That's how I confirmed it was him. His nuts were hanging out the shorts. No, but yeah, that's a situation Pat's gonna have to pay out of pocket for that. Because who else
Pat deals with so much shit about Jackson, dude.
And not to bash somebody's wife or anything, but I don't think he has a great time
dealing with their bullshit all the time. You got Jackson doing TikToks,
bro,
acting like a clown.
When we were in Vegas and we saw him, she kind of looked like she was
a mess.
Yeah,
all fucking drunk.
So, I just think if I'm Pat, I'm getting fed up. You know,
for sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hold your hand.
Hold my hand.
Yeah,
damn.
I didn't. I hate this for Pat because he's very unproblematic. I feel like he doesn't do anything off.
He's
the field.
like clean cut.
He doesn't want to hurt his career.
No trouble.
Smart guy, and I think people that are living off of his money are gonna fuck up
because
his
they don't
career.
appreciate it because they're not working for it.
Yeah, so it's tough, dude. Jackson, I mean, does it get any better for Jackson? This is the peak. I think.
You're just riding off your brother's coattails. I would do the same though. Not
but
forcing myself on women, but like
you do that now.
Hey,
what I'm saying is, there's no upside to Jackson's existence right now.
Right.
You have to create something for yourself. Or you're just going to continue to get in trouble and it's just give a bad look on your family.
I agree.
But yeah, crazy situation. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We had some good shit to talk about today.
I do.
I want you guys to see that.
What we got going on?
Well, it's not going to be on screen, but so you can see that video of Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're running down the video of Jackson Mahomes. She's tried to take a drink. That's pretty forceful.
Yeah, she does. She kind of looks like she is not enjoying that.
I take back everything.
Dude, what is going on?
This gay man's grabbing my neck. Okay, I take back everything I just said. That
was forcible.
If it's a straighter man doing that, let's just say it's
we'd already be arrested.
Let's say it's Brian Urlacher. That's scary, right?
Yeah.
You're calling the cops on site.
Maybe it was his soft, non-calloused hands grabbing her neck that was non-threatening.
She thought it was one of her girlfriends.
She's like,
no,
shit.
she is gonna. She's getting money. She's getting paid off of that, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's a tough situation, bro.
For sure.
If you're Pat, you sit him down and be like, bro, tighten up.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing, Jackson?
You're making us look bad. You're obviously the beta of the family. Papa was a great pitcher.
Right.
I'm a fucking generational talent. And what are you doing? Forcing kisses? Yeah. You're forcing kisses. Like, that's not even... I'm not even gonna... Is that even worth it?
If you're gonna get charged with sexual assault, do something worthwhile. Damn.
I wasn't gonna say that. No. I was not gonna say that.
Cut that out. How are we doing on time?
35 minutes. Let's play a little game really quick.
Bro, I'm sorry to have to take this break, but I gotta take a piss like a fucking racehorse.
Yeah, run it. We'll cut right here. Perfect. Just had to take a little bathroom break, huh?
Sorry, guys. I was dancing over here.
Okay, so a couple things I want to touch on, but really quick, I just saw Colin Cowherd's list of NFC quarterbacks, right?
Oh, yeah. Blasphemous.
Is Matt Stafford over Jalen Hurts? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, how many games did Matt Stafford play last year? How are you going to put him over Jalen?
This has to be... It's not even recency biased because he hasn't done anything since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that just kind of...
was only 2 years ago, but he didn't do shit this year.
And okay, so...
That's what fucked me on my fantasy league was drafting Matt Stafford as my QB.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That was a tough one.
That was a tactical error on my part.
I'm so excited to get back into fantasy, dude.
Dude.
I already miss it. I'm fucking tweaking over here for some fantasy football.
Yeah.
You know?
I was last in both my leagues, and you were in the championship in both yours.
Yeah, I'd rather be last than lose.
No.
See,
losing all season long sucks.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're lucky we didn't have like a last place has to do something.
Oh, I know.
Last place has to give us all Bukkake.
Whoa. Hey, God.
But
that's gay.
I think we should. I think we should instate like last place has to. I think it'd be fun. Give us some incentive to not lose.
Even something stupid, dude. Like last place has to. I would like to do a trophy next year.
I would too.
Last place has to pay for the trophy.
And let's update it. We've been in this league since what, 2013 maybe?
Yeah, like back or like all the previous
winners. Let's get a
winners.
big trophy, all done up, all the names listed out every year.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
That would be fun. You know who might be a quarterback to keep our eyes on next year? Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he balled out.
QB out of Florida.
balled out.
Highest grade in the NFL Combine ever. This man
that's insane.
ran like a 4.440.
Yeah.
As a QB.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. I thought I saw a linebacker, too, run something like that.
Insane. There's some tight end that's coming out of the draft, too. That's going to be a fucking monster. I can't think of what his name is. Who was the Georgia defensive tackle that got in that trouble with the whole street racing incident?
Oh, we just talked about this. Jalen Carter.
Yeah. Apparently that's not hurting. That was not a single. I didn't see that brought up once over this weekend through the combine. So I guess that doesn't really mean anything. I just didn't hear anybody talk about it. So we'll see if any charges come up with that. He's going to be a dog, though.
Here's something. If you're in Indianapolis watching the combine, are you like an NPC? Like, who goes to the combine and buys a ticket for that? That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised to see so many fans. No, I saw kids up in there. Everybody,
yeah. Kind of weird.
I was surprised to see a lot of fans.
Maybe we just say that because the draft's never close to us.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter looks like he's going down for vehicular manslaughter.
No, he's not.
It's not looking good. So I think that they didn't bring it up maybe just because they didn't want to shed light on the topic. Maybe they didn't know enough. They don't want to put too much attention on it.
To go down for vehicular manslaughter, he had to have caused somebody to die.
It says he killed a teammate and a recruiting staff member.
Whoa.
Hold on. What I read was his teammate was driving with a girl that also went to Georgia, and he was driving another car because he was driving like.
Initially I thought it was that he fled the scene. That he wasn't involved, left in his car, and then came back after the fact, acting like he was new onto the scene. Allegedly.
Exactly, that's what I read.
All hearsay bullshit, right?
This is a notable source. No.
I mean, it's on ESPN.com.
I mean, that's a notable source.
Notable enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought I read that it was twice over the legal limit too.
I read that. I read that for sure.
Can't confirm that source.
All alleged, everything.
Yeah,
alleged.
and then try to give the benefit of the doubt. Usually when like prospects or athletes get DUIs, that's like pretty instant news. So if he was twice the legal limit and got a DUI or anything like that, that seems like something that would be out now.
Why do you flee the scene? Because you're drunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
why would you come back?
Sober up. Maybe. He said his claim that I read was he heard it. He was around the area
and heard
the crash and then came. Just seems.
Damn, dude.
Bro, I just. How does he get vehicular manslaughter unless he caused the other car to crash?
Typically, that's what you would think, right?
Or was driving, right? He caused. If that's the case, then his car caused the other car to crash. That's how you get that charge.
Or maybe just being involved. Yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't cause the other car to crash, but what if he was the one they were street racing? And then you're still like, what's the word I'm looking for? Guilty by association, kind of. Like, it wasn't necessarily directly your fault, but...
I don't know if you get... Would you get that if you just... fuck. I don't know. I'm not enough.
I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not...
That's tragic, though. Again, thoughts and prayers to the teammates' families and the you said it was what? Andreas, recruiting what?
Yeah, she went to Georgia.
Yeah, so thoughts and prayers to those people.
Rest
it's
in
horrible.
Peace, both of them.
Any kind of tragic death is awful.
He's a 24-year-old recruiting analyst for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's sad, dude. It's you know what's crazy is how many crazy times all of us went through so young, and we're still here.
Yeah,
there were many moments in my life where I probably shouldn't still be alive. You know,
that's when these situations like I don't want to ostracize Carter because it's like, dude, anybody who acts like they've not been there and done some stupid shit, like we've all done it.
We've done a lot of stupid shit. We've definitely raced cars. You know, we've done everything under the sun. So
and granted, I bet you our cars were not as nice or fast as theirs.
That's probably
it's sad.
And this type of stuff happens every year right before the draft.
All the time.
You're out of school.
Going down for something.
You're out of school. You're about to get millions of dollars. You're happy. You've.
Tunsil, remember him the bong a few years ago?
I mean,
oh yeah.
How many?
Henry Ruggs last year, and he was in the NFL. That wasn't even a draft lead up. I mean,
that's just a bad decision.
The margin for error. Like, I think that at the end of the day, what we got to think about is this life is so crazy fragile.
Yeah.
And it's so fleeting that
Can end in an
any
instant.
stupid little mistake, all the stupid little mistakes that we make and we live on from it, the cars don't always fall the same way for other people.
But this is also goes back to situations with Joe Mixon and John Morant. Like, hey, this shit could be taken from you in a fucking heartbeat. Make the smart decisions. I know it seems cool to carry a gun. Like LaShawn McCoy was just saying on Speak, I used to go into the club with guns with my homies when we were young. You have no need to do that.
Right.
You're in public. Like, you don't need to have guns. You don't even need to be in the clubs.
Yeah.
Like, you could go out of your way to just be smart and survive in this life. You know?
It's sad.
Yeah, that's crazy news.
Yeah.
What else we got?
That took a turn.
Robbie Anderson got released.
Oh, yeah. Garbage anyways.
Chosen Anderson. Yeah, I've never really liked him. I drafted him once one year, and he just fucking shit the bed on my bench.
Yeah. I think we touched pretty much everything that we wanted to talk about.
Also, let's play a game really quick.
Okay.
Let's play a game. Let's act like this is a draft, right? We both get 5 draft picks. Best sports movies of all time. We cannot have the same on our list.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's rock, paper, scissors for the first draft pick.
All right, ready?
Just one round.
All right.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh!
Okay. Hold on. I got to think about this. I was prepared for the second pick. First pick, since I'm biased and I'm an asshole, I'm going my boy Marky Mark in Invincible. Great film. I get so bricked for that movie. So I got
That is a good one. That's also the typical like douchey fucking Eagles.
Oh,
fan
is
actor.
it? Is it?
Come on.
You don't know nothing about Vince Papale.
All right. So I got the second pick.
Yep.
Remember the Titans.
Okay. All right. Oh, we get claps now? That's what we're doing? Okay. My second pick, I am going Miracle. Miracle, the hockey movie.
Miracle on Ice.
Disneyland, the Disney movie, Miracle, about the 1980 Olympics where United States beat Russia.
Yeah.
Hell of a film.
That's a nice
That
one.
shit gets me fucking erect.
It'd be blasphemous if I didn't choose Rudy.
Okay. I wouldn't have chosen Rudy.
That's a classic.
It's never moved me. It's not my top 5. It's a fine movie.
But Invincible did. Marky Mark.
Oh, are you serious? Invincible gets me fucking bricked. Like, his car don't even start. He runs faster than the car. Like, that's sick, you know? Okay, so my number 3, Coach Carter. Give me claps.
Yeah.
Give me claps. That's like, yeah.
That was going to be my next choice as well.
Coach Carter, okay.
Raging Bull. Boxing's a sports movie.
Yeah. No, yeah. I give that to you.
Raging Bull's a fucking classic.
Oh.
Who's that based on again?
It's a boxing movie.
That's crazy. It's in your
I
top
just
5?
Is it Rocky Marciano?
No, it'd be Rocky, right?
Yeah.
No, Rocky and Rocky Marciano aren't the same, right?
Yeah. I think so.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Marciano was real.
I think that's, yeah, but that's what Rocky's.
that-
It's fake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the basis of it, no?
I don't know. That's why I was asking Mike. But you
I don't know. Why are you asking so many questions, Sean?
Okay.
right,
So,
back to you.
what was that? 3?
3.
And I got 3. Oh, hold on. I need to come in clutch with a good one. Dude, so many movies are fucking running through my head.
Yeah, I made a whole list earlier.
I did too, and now I'm
can't remember any of them.
I can't either. Give me Hardball. I like Keanu Reeves. You seen Hardball?
Talking about hardball or moneyball?
Hardball, where he has to coach a little kid's baseball team, and G Baby dies. He gets shot. It's a hell of a film,
Dude.
I just pulled that one out.
Yeah.
Hell of a film. Your turn.
I was gonna say Moneyball. Okay, that's a good one.
That's
but
your-
yeah, that's my next choice.
Okay, so
Moneyball.
you got Moneyball, our 5th and last pick, and you guys got to be the judges. Who's got the better draft team right now? 5th and last pick, I got Mighty Ducks 1 through 3. Oh,
That's good. I don't know if I have something to beat that. We should have kept fucking a list of what we've chosen so far because there's so many.
I wrote down like 7. I blanked on all of them.
Let me think.
Oh,
Fuck.
While you think my honorable mention was going to be Semi-Pro. Just because that's so fun to watch. It doesn't have to be a serious sports movie, right?
The one where he wrestles the grizzly bear. Oh, dude.
Spumoni is the word.
Spumoni. Now.
Do you forfeit your draft pick?
No, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think of something we haven't chose. Rocky's a great sports movie.
Yeah, I think
too.
Rocky.
Yeah.
I'll give you all the Rockies.
Yeah.
I still got Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks is a good one.
It's so solid, you know. And I think it's just because we were born in that. Major League would have been a great pick.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a great
I
film.
forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's so many good sports movies, bro. But I feel like they're all old. Give me one new sports movie that's been good.
Oh, Blindside, bro.
Yeah.
That's an honorable mention. That's a good fucking movie.
How about Hustle with Adam Sandler?
Hustle's
Dude,
good.
Hustle, a new one. Yeah.
Yeah. I was also I like Hustle a lot. I'm glad you didn't say Concussion. I thought that's where you.
No, listen. Hey, talking about Will Smith. Did anybody watch the new Chris Rock stand up yet?
She was fired.
Yeah, dude. Hilarious. This.
Are we doing that? I would give it that. Yeah.
What movie?
White Man Can't Jump.
Oh shit.
I'm excited for number 2. See where that goes.
Yeah. That's gonna be entertaining. Chris Rock's special was so funny though.
It was good.
This man said that he watched Emancipation just to watch Will Smith get whipped.
Yeah, that was nuts. And he was cheering. He said he was cheering for the master, bro.
He's like, yeah, master.
He's gonna have to bleep that whole part out.
I know.
Also, there is a part of that stand up where he talks about dating 25-year-olds versus 50-year-olds, and it just sat with me because I am a son of a father who dates 25-year-olds, and it just connected so well. I thought it was so funny. I give it a top tier stand up.
It was funny.
Good special.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Highly recommend that.
Dude, I think we're kind of winding down to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
What
I
else?
think this has been this is our best episode thus far, I think.
A lot of energy here tonight.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you boys for increasing the energy. You know, a big shout out to Pacifico, probably helping a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Anything you want to say specifically?
No, just thank you again for watching. I'm so excited about where this is going moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that we're doing this again. Yeah. Like what I said at the beginning of the episode. It's just this idea of doing a show or something like that, starting something new, gets stuck in the fucking idea
loop.
Yeah, all the time. You're telling me that there's some drunk dudes sitting in the garage somewhere right now having the same fucking conversation.
A million of them.
So just the fact that we're sitting here doing this, like we're slowly upping our game. We got some new lighting and shit like that. I'm super excited about where this is going. And again, I just like sitting here bullshitting with the boys.
And I mean, we're growing by the second on TikTok. Like I'm getting likes right now on TikTok. And it's just affirmation that we're doing something, making something every day, growing every day.
Agreed.
And who knows where this shit takes us.
Agreed.
You know, we could be at the Super Bowl next year commentating. Who fucking knows, you know? So I'm excited to have this journey with you boys. Call it an episode.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.